Ban pen klan ya Ïing Dorbar ban pen rong ya ketien Khasi ban Garo hapo ka krenet bapra ka rinti sanchar ka India u menteri rangba ka jala konrat kes kang ma ol pen pau badai ban ailat ya kidkhot ka Ïing Dorbar bakin kren ka ketien Khasi ban Garo kram kan langkum ka khubor sang Sorkar India ban pen long kloy ya Ïing Dorbar ya kan ya ula pen pau ha bajubab ya kamat ya kren halor ka ti ka Ïing Dorbar balawara dau MLA ka nongpo ba mer bon sim ling ba ka call attention notice ha ka sngi ka basaw ka Dorbar sanrai ha ka chaw tarik nailur arjar arpuar.
Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you to allow me to call the attention of the Chief Minister on the Rule 54.1 of the Rules and Procedure of Conduct of Business to the news item published in Maupor, dated 17 August 2022, under the caption Na Umudi on Ïing Dorbar ka KAS ban itu no ayaga ketin Khasi aga kemit bapra. So the issue of recognizing language also is another sensitive issue within our state. This very August House on the 27th of November 2018 unanimously resolved that Khasi and Garo language should have been enlisted in the 8th schedule. So the question now is that whether the central government can give recognition to both of this language. That is $1 million question too at the time. It is a question that each and every one of us we expect how the central government through the Union Home Ministry will address this problem. The Khasi Atiar Society have started ensuring this issue for recognition in the 8th schedule for Khasi language long time back. I have high regards with our beloved Garo community that these two languages also has to be included. Maybe I sound selfish, but I speak my heart that out of these two languages, whether it is possible or not for the Union Home Ministry or the central government to give recognition at one go. So we have to take a call. So my sincere request is that if the government can go stepwise, one by one, as it has happened in other states of India also, where recognition of any language is done in a phase-wise. So with regards to the contribution and the steps that has been taken and the effort that has been taken with regards to Khasi language, it is our endeavor to find the rightful place for Khasi language in the 8th schedule in the interest of the entire Khasi and Jaintia community. That the Khasi are a peace-loving and disciplined people. We have seen the great patriot of our state, like Tirot Singh, Kyang Nongpa, and Patuken Sangma of Garo Hills, who gave their life for freedom struggle, who belong to this community. From the Khasi community, there are few individual personality that have contributed so much for the community on behalf of our community towards many effort and endeavor for the central government. We cannot deny the fact, the contribution of late Reverend J.J.M. Nick Holsroy, as member of the Constituent Assembly, late Professor Gigi Swell, former ambassador to Norway, and Iceland and Myanmar, and former Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, late Captain Clifford Nongrum, who lost his life in the nation during Kargil War, late Sri P.R. India, former Union Minister, late Professor R.S. Ïing Dorbar, the former head of Khasi Department, Shillong State Representative in the Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, late Professor H.W. Sten, former head of Khasi Department, Nehu, Shillong, and former State Representative in Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Srimati Rose Milan Batheu Kharbuli, former Chairperson UPSC, Shri J.M. Ïing Dorbar, former Chief Election Commissioner, New Delhi, Professor David Simdi, former Chairperson UPSC, among others, apart from great leaders from Garo Hills like late Captain Sangma, late Purno S. Sangma, who has contributed so much as a personality from our state toward the development and contribution for the general development of our state. Khasi language has its written script since 1842, sir, where Thomas Jones, with the help of Don Rai and Jun Kha, the Khasi literate of that time, introduced the Roman alphabet and set up school in Mausmai, Maumulu, Sora. At a later date, other Khasi intellectuals like Jibon Roy Mairom and Radhon Singh Berry added more letters to the Khasi alphabet. Phonetically, viable and enriching for the Khasi language, proving even then that there was no dearth of Khasi intellectual working diligently to give it the status that it now has and for which we are requesting for this intervention. Sir, the Master of Arts program in Khasi was started in Northeastern Hill University in 1981, an MPhil and PhD program in 1984. Presently, Khasi is taught as a subject up to honors level in 54 colleges. The Northeastern Hill University has also permitted the scholars to write the thesis in Khasi, and many research scholars have been awarded the MPhil and PhD degree also. The academic status of Khasi language and literature has clearly shown that there is no dread of subject expert if Khasi is introduced as one of the optional paper in the Union Public Service Commission examination. The printing press were established as early in 1866, 1896, 1897. Newspaper and journals in those days like Unongkit Khubor, Khasi Menta, Unong Yalam Kristan and others. At present, 6 daily Khasi newspaper like Maupor, Rupang, Nosanyma, Pejngor, Penjat Shai and others, they have rendered their service to spread information through media to the people at large. The organization like the Seng Khasi in 1899 and the Seng Rai in 1947 were established to counter the influence from the West. They were instrumental in making up the cause of the Khasi as indigenous community and the literary work that they were involved in, saw a shift in theme and content that reflected the concern of the people. Another milestone which marked the academic recognition, sir, of Khasi language may be noted that the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examination has included Khasi as a subject up to class 12. Since the year 2009, the Central Teacher Eligibility Test conducted by the Central Board of School Education, CBSE New Delhi, for teachers of CBSE school included Khasi among all other subjects. The English Khasi Dictionary includes Nisor Singh, Pioneer Work, Khasi, English Khasi Dictionary 1920, Eddington Black, Anglo Khasi Dictionary 1996, E. Black and L. Harrison, English Khasi Dictionary 1975, the Khasi English Dictionary of Nisor Singh, Khasi English Dictionary 1906, and E. Bars of Khasi English Dictionary 1973, beside others. The early 20th century era of the noted Khasi poet and translator Sosotham was a time when there was a proliferation of great writers, professional and intellectual who have spent a number of years outside Shillong, studying mainly in Calcutta, and who were returning home offering fresh insight into society and culture. Many of them written books worthy of the experience garnered from outside. The Sahitya Academy has recognized the literary contribution of the Khasi writers. Noted writers such as D.S. Khongdup, S.S. Majau received a Bhashan Samman Award from the Sahitya Academy, New Delhi in 1998 and 2013 respectively, while Kanpam Singh Nongkandri received the Veer Shankar Shah Raghunath National Award for Literature in 2008. Even the Khasi cinema also, sir, has also come up with its own movie, Onata, the film directed by well-known Khasi film director P. Kurba, winning the National Award in 2015. In 2017, it was screened at Tallest France and won the Audience Award. The organization, like the Rempe Theatrical Center, 1972, the New Trap Cultural and Welfare Organization, 1978, and the Seng Birya of Khasi, 1989, have had a long innings in taking theater in both urban and rural areas, educating the people in social issues. In 2015, the Seng Birya of Khasi opened the Khasi Learning Center to teach Khasi to non-Khasi speakers also. And the auspicious occasion is that the Khasi language has, since May 2005, have been declared as associate official language of the state when the Meghalaya State Legislative Assembly passed the Meghalaya State Language Act in 2005. The Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India had in 2013, with its letter number 14014/5/2012, and I-2 dated 10 May 2013, addressed to Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, sought the detail of Khasi language in order to move a preparatory assessment in connection with the proposal of its inclusion in the 8th schedule. And those criteria and parameters that has been laid out by the Union Home Ministry is that whether the language concerned is spoken by substantial number of speakers, at least by over 5 lakh, where the census of the Khasi and Jaintia of census 2011, the population and those who spoke Khasi stands at 14,31,344. Number 2 criteria, sir, whether the language has been put to writing for a period of 50 years or more, whatever be the script. The script for writing the Khasi language has been devised and made operative since 1842. Thus, Khasi language has been put into writing for more than 176 years. So, criteria number 3, whether the language is spoken in a geographically contiguous area where it also acts as a link language. Khasi language is spoken in 6 districts of the state of Meghalaya. The area which are contiguously located, it is spoken in some part of Assam, across international border of Bangladesh also. Khasi acts as a link language in bilingual and multilingual situations such as trade interaction in border areas with Garo Hills, Assam and Bangladesh. It served as a language for communication by different communities in Shillong and in many other towns of the state, especially for trade purpose. It also served as a link language for speakers speaking other varieties within Meghalaya and in some part of Bangladesh and Assam, sir. Criteria number 4, sir, whether the language is used as a medium of education in school and colleges. Khasi being the subject in school and colleges is also a medium of instruction. Criteria number 5, sir, whether the language is used as a subject in school and colleges. Khasi is a subject right from primary level up to the PhD level. Whether the language has the script of its own. Yes, sir, the Roman script was adopted as a Khasi alphabet since the year 1842. The script was devised to fit in with the phonology of the language. It includes the use of the diacritical marks such as diaresis, tilde, etc. Criteria number 7, sir, whether the language has a literary tradition. Ethnographer and historian have documented the rich oral lore of the Khasis in the form of the folk tale and sanctified tale, performance and ritual indigenous form of music, and some called khubor, which has been German to the development of written Khasi literature today. The Khasi Author Society from time and again organized seminars and public meetings in collaboration with almost all the NGOs and the district in Khasi and Jaintia Hills to give mass awareness for the need for the inclusion of the Khasi language in the 8th schedule. I have said in my opening remark on the 27th of November 2018, this House unanimously resolved that the language of Khasi and Garo has to be included in the 8th schedule, sir. With regard to this issue that have been raised, as I have said in my opening remark, advantages are there if it will be included. in the 8th schedule, where we say in Khasi, haba im ka ktin im ka jaj benriu, means if language remains and the community will remain forever. So once it will recognize, it will also open opportunity for job for our youth of our state. Our youth can apply job examination for civil service in central and state examination. And also through this call attention, I would like to urge the youth of our state also to take part more, to opt for Khasi subject in their educational studies. If we have the recognition, sir, the advantage the student after completion of MA in Khasi, they can appear the net examination in Khasi language, and also the Khasi language can be introduced in other university apart from our state. In different part of our country also, it can be introduced as one of the subjects. So keeping in mind the seriousness of the government, I would like to thank through this call attention, at the same time with a request to the Honorable Chief Minister that what is the possible way that we can go ahead to get a recognition. If we can get both the recognition of both the language, it is very fine and very good. And it is a good news for the state of our own. It is the dream and aspiration of the people of our state. But if not at the same time, I would like to pursue, and my sincere request through you, sir, to the Honorable Chief Minister and the government, to take one at a time, if possible Khasi first, so that we can go one after another for the benefit of the people at large. I have high regards for our beloved people, for the Garo language also. It's not that I'm taking side, but this is what my heart is saying, what the people of the state are saying, what the people of Khasi and Jaintia are saying. We have to go and we have to be in reality. So that is my sincere request through you, sir, to the Honorable Chief Minister, what possible way at the earliest that this language has to be included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to raise this call attention. Thank you.
Thank you. May I request Honorable Chief Minister to make a reply.
Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to thank the Honourable Member from Nongpo Assembly Constituency for calling the attention of the August House to the news item which appeared in the newspaper Khubor dated 17th August 2022 under the caption Na Umodi Unlet Dawaka Khasi of Society Ban Itu No Yaka Kiten Khasi Haka Kernet Bapra. Mr. Speaker, sir, the demand for inclusion, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, the demand for inclusion of the above two languages in the 8th schedule keeps on increasing from various quarters because of the advantages the language gets once it is included in the 8th schedule, such as getting the annual Sahitya Academy Awards, getting funds for the implementation of the language, job opportunities for the speaker of the language. The language becomes a subject in the UPSC examination. A great advantage is also that the languages are preserved and promoted in all aspects. Further, it may be informed that Khasi and Garo languages have fulfilled the requisite criteria that are considered to be eligible for inclusion in 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. In view of the above, after due consideration, the state government has considered and decided to move the Government of India to take necessary steps to consider and include the Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. As such, a resolution in this regard was moved by the state government and unanimously approved by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly during its special session on the 27th of November 2018 to urge upon the Government of India to initiate necessary measures to bring forward the official bill to amend the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution to include the Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. The above resolution duly published in the Gazette of Meghalaya, was submitted to the Government of India in the Ministry of Home Affairs for necessary consideration via letter number POL.112/2013/PT/44 dated 14/12/2018. In response, the Ministry of Home Affairs via letter number Roman 4-14014/04/N1-2 Roman dated 22/3/2019 has stated that at present 22 languages are included in the 8th schedule to the Constitution, and demands for inclusion for 38 more languages is pending. It was informed that the Government of India is conscious of the sentiments and requirements for inclusion of other languages in the 8th schedule and would examine the request keeping in mind these sentiments and other relevant considerations. The matter for such inclusion was also discussed in the official meeting between the Chief Minister and Nand Kumar Sai, the chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, during his visit to Shillong on the 15th of May 2019, which was followed by DO letter number POL.112/2013/PT/66 dated 28/5/2019 from the Chief Minister to the chairperson, urging his office to follow up the matter with the Government of India. Further reminder was issued to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, via letter number POL.112/2013/PT/89 dated 21/8/2019, wherein the state government sought to know the latest status of the proposal for inclusion of the above two languages in the 8th schedule. Another reminder via letter number POL/112/2013/PT/90 dated 23rd October 2019 was issued to the Ministry of Home Affairs to ensure that both Khasi and Garo languages are included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India at the earliest, which would fulfill this long pending aspiration of the people of the state of Meghalaya. The Ministry of Home Affairs was requested to let the state government know of the latest status of the proposal for inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India via letter number POL.112/2013/PT/123 dated 16/1/2020. In response, the Ministry of Home Affairs via letter dated 14/2/2020 indicated that the matter is still pending with them. The matter was also brought to the notice of the Honorable Union Home Minister via letter number POL.112/2013/PT/131 dated 25th of August 2020, apprising him of the pending resolution submitted by the state government to the Government of India with request to consider the inclusion of the two languages in the 8th schedule, which has not materialized till date. The Honorable Union Home Minister, the Honorable Union Minister of State for Home Affairs via letter number 4-14014/04/2016-NI-2 Part 3 dated 30th/9/2020 informed that at the evolution of dialect and language is a dynamic process which is influenced by social, cultural, economic and political developments. It is difficult to fix any criteria for languages, whether to distinguish them from dialects or for inclusion in the 8th schedule to the Constitution. He further noted that the earlier attempts through the Pawa 1996 and Sitakant Mohapatra 2003 committees to evolve such fixed criteria have been inconclusive. Further, he informed that the Government of India is conscious of the sentiments and requirements for inclusion of other languages in the 8th schedule, and such requests have to be considered keeping in mind these sentiments and other relevant considerations. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Department of Art and Culture has been playing a vital role in the promotion, preservation, and sustenance of Khasi and Garo languages in the state. To achieve these objectives, some of the key steps taken by the Department of Art and Culture with regard to promotion, preservation, and sustenance of Khasi and Garo languages are as follows. Number one is the production of folk literature. Number two, state literary awards. Number three, multiple publications in Garo and Khasi. Number four, translation of some important books. Number five, seminars and workshops. Number six, other activities such as State Institute of Art and Culture imparting training, the commemoration of death anniversary of U Sosotham, the state level cultural competition for schools, promotion of providing financial assistance for film production in Khasi and Garo language, proposal for dissemination of folk tales in Khasi and Garo language through online means, and the State Central Library as well as district libraries having separate sections in Khasi and Garo language. So promotion and development of Khasi and Garo languages through the different author society has also been taking place. The department gives due recognition to the Khasi Author Society and the Atiar Literature Society in their efforts to promote and enrich Khasi and Garo languages as state Sahitya Sabhas. Financial support is also being provided for promoting and sustenance of Khasi and Garo languages. The department nominates members to the Sahitya Academy from amongst members of the Khasi Author Society and the Atiar Literature Society. The department had initiated consultative process with concerned stakeholders in respect of recognition of the Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. Therefore, a financial assistance to Khasi Authors Society and Atiar Literature Society has been approved by the government and released to both the societies to carry out their various activities relating to Khasi and Garo language. The state government is taking all the necessary steps to ensure that the two languages are included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Further, a meeting was also held with the Khasi Author Society and the Atiar Literature Society on 25th of May 2022, which was chaired by the Honorable Chief Minister. The Honorable Chief Minister dwelt at length on the efforts initiated by the government for inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages and reiterated on the urgent need for focused and intensified efforts to be undertaken by the societies and the government for greater promotional activities in respect of both Khasi and Garo languages. It was highlighted that the central government is open towards promotion of local languages. However, there is a felt need for tangible proposals and ideas to indigenize and strengthen local languages, in particular in aspects pertaining to the respective scripts. Steps to promote Khasi and Garo languages through popular means, digital media, apart from the ongoing academic efforts, is vital, with a view towards enabling both languages to be more vibrant, dynamic, and youth-oriented. Efforts are to be made by society's Department of Art and Culture, Tourism, Information and Public Relations to leverage social media, films, animation, movies, and other popular media and technologies with a view to create enhanced interest for the promotion of both Khasi and Garo languages in the digital space to make the languages contemporary and dynamic. At the meeting, it was decided to undertake the following follow-up activities. Take up the following action plans. To explore further expansion of the activities and ambit for the promotion of Khasi and Garo languages through enhanced research activities, research institutes, films and acting schools, and film festivals, etc. To promote plans, proposals for organizing a mega language conference with vibrant programs while ensuring the sanctity of the academic character of the Khasi and Garo languages. To hold sustained discussions, seminar on a regular basis with key language stakeholders and institutes, scholars of eminence. Extending infrastructural support for the Khasi Authors Society and Archaic Literature Society in respect of land and infrastructure. The societies were requested to submit their suitable proposals for consideration of the government. To explore allotting of rooms at the Tribal Research Institute, Meghalaya premises for the Khasi Authors Society. To prepare a self-contained concrete justification for the inclusion of Khasi and Garo language through an intensive and exhaustive collaborative academic exercise to be undertaken by the Khasi Authors Society, Archaic Literature Society, Department of Linguistics, Khasi and Garo of NEHU. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, apart from that, I have also heard the submissions made by the Honorable Member and the different contributions that have been made by different leaders from our state, and the way the efforts have been made by different leaders, organizations to actually promote the languages of Khasi and Garo. And I appreciate the discussions that have taken place. He had also suggested that a phase-wise proposal can be sent and that we can do it on a stepwise basis. But as you're aware, sir, we have already passed a resolution in the House. And since the resolution has mentioned both the languages, hence, to overrule that resolution that was passed by this House, August House, is something that would not do justice to the sentiments of this House. And the fact, as I said, that the House as a whole has passed this resolution, it will be in the fitness of things that we follow through with that resolution that was passed in this House. At the same time, sir, I have been working and discussing with many organizations on how we could promote our languages even at our level while we pursue the languages to be recognized under the 8th schedule. And in that, filmmaking, music, songs, literature, all these different activities where we can promote our language should be taken up. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I had also mentioned in one of my press briefings that apart from the languages being used in different parts and different activities, even in the House, in certain areas, our members should be allowed to use the languages, the local languages, which is our indigenous language of both Khasi and Garo, during certain debates that take place, as that will also be a signal to the rest of the people of the state and to the country as a whole, that we as a government and as legislatures are not just demanding it, but we are also practicing it by ensuring that the House also is adopting the language and allowing the members to speak in Khasi or in Garo language. Mr. Speaker, sir, Snyoba, I lag baki members ki kren daka Khasi and Garo Hapo Assembly. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, angaya Sorkar Nang nitru, Antsini, Honorable Speaker, Kwang Mulas Kinga, Antsini languages Ranko promote Kanas Kamudi. Garo Aro Khasi language coaching promote Kanas Kamudi. Antsini debate Rango, Garo Aro Khasi language ko Chakalna, Antsini Memberangna, Cholko Nananga. So we should allow our members to speak in Garo and in Khasi, especially during the debates like the governor's debate, the governor's address, or the budget, or even resolutions and motions. At least we can make a start somewhere. And therefore, sir, I think these are steps. It's a process. It's not something that we can immediately say that it will be done tomorrow. But I think every effort being made by each and every one of us at every level will be a message to the government of India that we are very firm in our demand so that Khasi and Garo language can be included in the 8th schedule. And I think each one of us should do whatever we can to promote that. I would request our different organizations also, the different societies that have been working tirelessly, that they should also give representations to the central government so that this long pending demand and a very fair demand should be accepted by Government of India. In closed door discussions with many leaders, I don't want to name them, but many leaders from Government of India at the top level, I have expressed that this step of ensuring that the 8th schedule is included is not about just the language of a particular tribe or a state, but it is a message that the Government of India recognizes the identity of the people. It is a message about the Khasis as a tribe, the Jaintias as a tribe, the Garos as a tribe. And that is the message that Government of India should give. And this will send a message of inclusion. It will send a message of diversity. And it will send a message that even in this diverse nation of ours, with so many languages and tribes, so many communities, the Government of India respects each and every one of us, identifies each and every one of us. And hence, this particular step of giving us the 8th schedule or including us, our languages in the 8th schedule, will be a big message towards overall inclusion in this diverse country and inclusion of all the tribes and all the different communities of our country. So with these few words, sir, I assure the honorable member that the efforts that we have been putting towards ensuring that the languages are included will continue, and we will continue to press and request the Government of India to include both the Khasi and the Garo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat. Thank you very much.
Sri Milalbon, shame, you can seek one more clarification if you need.
Yeah. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, on record, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister for the elaborate response towards the recognition of Khasi and Garo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Allow me to speak in Khasi few words, sir.
Yes.
Usembut Shongkonor Badan Buram Lengba jong hi ngesngau ban ai khubli kerpang ya Menteri Rangba Badan Buram jongka jela ke jongi iba Konrad ke sangma ibala simkhia na ke benta kumno ban persang baga ketin Khasi bat ketin Garo ke de bandrung haga kernit ke bapra so ban ai khubli kerpang ru ya ki longdien ki jongi kinong yalam ki balalej nadu kapor jong ke APHLC kinong yalam apo ka lama bani khun nom tag jing yo e gejela kadi gejing sngo gla don lupa ba iktien ba pher ke bangi kren kidi bani yo gejing itu ka ba kerpang longba ka kernit ka ba pra jong gariti penia jong gari India ka bangi ngejungi margata nga sim ngi ka kabu banai ku blei kerpang ya ginong yalam ki blalij no ki ba kentup ya ki Chief Minister, Menteri Rangba, berper, ki Menteri Sorkar berper, ki Nong Yalam, hagi District Council berper, ki Rangba Shnong, ki Ru Rangba, ki Bala Yanok, kti, hakabedi bat ki jing penkrau, ya ktin ke jungi, ngimla ban klet, ya Khasi Author Society, ya Acik Literature Society, ki Bala Trishtom, bat ngingit scam, bagani ke jing persang, bat ngam aratin ban ong, bagarai ke bagani Ïing Dorbar kalarai hak arp nyotrik no bombar ar hajar hat pra na ka bentaban telilang bagaktin Khasi bagaktin Garo kadi benyo gejing itu kredit ka pra ngambar cin banong bagajing teli jong baro andri phongut ki MLA kan long cisha gejing kerku na ka bentaga ri bergejaj benri gejungi ban ngam artin banong da gejing lam gejung beli try kenrat ngi scam bagi kai baro gejing persang gejungi bangin lak ban poi show thong jang jing job te lang ba jong phi sembut song kenor badon buram so ban pha ek ni jing ble ka kerpang bat lang ba jong ka ni ka mat ka bangio ban ya kren ingi scam begini jing persang gini I bakin urlong ha ka wei kaski. Thank you so much, sir, for allowing me to speak through this call attention. Thank you.
Thank you.